remaking Point Break. I mean, really, as I posted out there on the Talkback hotline, Hollywood, they have no shame. They have absolutely no shame. I mean, it's like, it's getting ridiculous now. It's getting ridiculous now because, I mean, every time I see this, I'm like, okay, Escape, no, watch, okay, you want to remake Old Boy, you want to remake Infernal Affairs, a film that came out like yesterday, okay, fine. But it's like, when you're not getting into films that can't be, you might as well remake Rambo. You might as well remake Terminator 2. You might as well remake Half Hope. Remake me. Go on. Make me a better model. It doesn't make any sense. Because Point Break is a film that it cannot be remade. It is what it is. It is a film that's completely of its time. This was a film about Keanu Reeves at that time. It was a film with a particular kind of early 90s psychology. Because I'm here like, okay, because as a guy rightfully said on some forums I was looking at on comedy on firstrain.net, it has already been remade. Fast and Furious is the same damn thing. It's the same damn thing. So, they want to make it different by doing it in extreme sports. It's like, basically, what you're doing, again, is another cheap, filthy, disgusting tactic that has nothing to do with the integrity or artistic creativeness of film. Is you want to use the name, get people interested, bring them into the cinema, they realize that the film is crap, they don't go and see it, but you get that big interest of an opening weekend, which is where you make your money. It's a cheap tactic. It's very cheap, because that's the only reason why you're making it. It's like you just want to get the public awareness. It's a very cheap, sleazy business tactic that unfortunately it works. Because there are people out there who are sad enough to buy into this filth. Same thing happening with the thing. Obviously, the thing is that's just to another definition, because they're basically making the same film again. So that's another whole other extreme there. But I mean, the thing with Point Break is like, when with films like this, like that's why you see how people have been reacting to it. Is that it's okay? Some films, okay, yeah, you can remake, okay, yeah, maybe if you make with better CGI, better graphics, films that maybe the way data that you can, you can bring in better effects that can maybe boost up the story. Films that maybe the acting wasn't really there. With Point Break, what's there to remake? First of all, there's nothing to improve upon because the film is pretty much perfect, doing what it's doing in and of itself. And what other angle? I mean, what's the point? Okay, let's do it let's do it like an agent goes and infiltrates a ring of rabbits or something. It's different, but it's like, what's the point? And the whole point of Point Break, as I said, really, it's the whole point of, because I don't know that they're going to call this thing Point Break again or call it Extreme Break. Let's call it extreme sports, but the whole point of Point Break is that it's a term used for surfing. And the whole tone of the film is, and what makes the film so amazing and so unique, and the film will, look, The Town copied that whole bank robbery thing. Dark Knight copied the whole bank robbery thing. Like, I mean, Point Break, Captain Bigelow pretty much sets that standard of an amazingly well filmed, choreographed and structured bank robbery with guys with masks. I mean, she did it the first and she did it the best. So it's like, and that's what you just, that's why. So I mean, so the Baltimore Point Break again, it's what made it unique and so amazing was that it's mixed the very California-esque Americana feel thing of surfing with, the whole thing of a bank robbery and detective work, because those two worlds are totally different, like surfing and bank robbery, but they're so totally different that they were able to merge it together into one, because it was basically like unlike Child is Attracted, that kind of thing. Look, I was not that good at physics, but that whole thing of like, two totally different concepts coming together to form an interesting mix, which was what it was, surfing and bank robbers, these surfers who were bank robbers. It's such an interesting little concoction there, but again, obviously, we also know about Gary Busey, you do get me too, what I mean? It's like, you can't replace Gary Busey and Keanu, okay, my name's Johnny Utah. I mean, how do you replace that? And again, Swayze, man, Swayze was bloody good in that film. Swayze was really good in that film. It was really good in that film. But again, with the key thing was that Point Break, it was an original film back when they actually made original films in Hollywood, and it was a film that whether you like it or you don't like it, it was its own thing. It had its own aesthetic, and as has been shown with Dark Knight and the Town, it still continues to influence films and influence the way people film, bank robberies and that kind of very intense kind of, quasi-comedy kind of thing, but really it's like, it's getting ridiculous now because I think people are, the internet is a huge thing. Because I don't think that people realize, because again, if we do not have the internet, Point Break remake, okay, let me just see how because maybe, Catherine Bigelow will be involved in some figures involved, because again, you're not given as much information if you're not on the internet. But on the internet, we have the information. We go to Wikipedia, we can go to the sites, we can go to forums. We have people who may work on the production who sneakily say tidbits on the forums. We have YouTube now, so we have stuff to tell us that the film's crap, so don't go and watch it, man. So, the internet is a beautiful thing because now information is fully available to us. So we know that as we've seen in the forum, how people are reacting to that, Point Break remake, leave these classics alone. They try to take down Snake Plissken. Cops, the mother effing man Russell said, "I'm Snake, yo, I'm Snake," and they can't get the film made. They can't get the film made. They wanted to make a Commando remake. Where is it? David Ayer was supposed to do it. Where is it? I said, I always hope that I want to put this out there now. People need to say no. Do something original, even if it's rubbish. Still do it and fail with it. Don't use the classicness, the cultness, the undying power of titles like Commando, Escape from New York, Point Break, to give these young, nobody cares about directors and these younger actors the chance for people to see it, because that's what it is. They're going to give it to some young unknown, which is some younger actors and actresses who can't really act, and boom, there you go. Because yes, Keanu can't act. Yes, we already know that, but Keanu is a unique human being. Okay, he's. I don't care what anyone says. Keanu is a unique beast. I just know he's a very unique beast. You cannot deny that. So he's a very unique man. Gary Busey he's bloody amazing. But Swayze is bloody amazing. And I can't remember what that woman's name was called, but she was good in that role. So, and Swayze's gang, those guys of bank robbers, they were all good in. I mean, that's why it was amazing casting. They were all good in our role. You will not get that to this remake. This remake, you're going to get crap. I can assure you of that. You say, oh, half of you being so negative. I don't care. Okay? Don't remake Point Break. Don't remake these films. Leave these films alone. Stop using the juice that these films have to try and promote your filth that nobody wants to see.